Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. July 13th, 2026. We've had a few technical difficulties with our starting our live streams, but that could be to be expected. These are the first few live streams dating back.
What?
Can I help you?
I need paper for the craft.
All right. So looking at the charts here, I'm on the Trade of 8 chart. I was looking to pull back into this. This is a 5-minute fair value gap area here. Which we have mitigated. So this is I'm going to take a preemptive jab here on the longs. Ideally, let's see here. All right. Yeah, ideally, I'm looking for a retracement back up into a higher time frame PD array and then down for longs. We've already swept prior day lows. Looking to get into those prior day highs. So at the open, I'm looking for a further sweep of maybe even Asia lows. And London lows. We have London lows. Nestled quite nicely under there. So we have London sitting around here at the 607 area. London here. Let's see. We have Asia at 545. Asia sitting here at 545. We have these relative equal lows sitting right here. They look nice. So you have a lot of downside objectives here on the bearish. But firstly, I'm looking for a manipulation move to the upside and then for to carry us down. And that looks like, yeah, I didn't quite get us in where I wanted to get us in at. So let's see if I can't get a pre-market move here. And this is pre-market. This is not the account I'll be trading on once the market opens. This is an eval, 50K eval with Apex. I did a couple little moves so far this morning, up about $93 on this account. So I'd like to use this account just to kind of get a feel for what's going on. So maybe we'll get in here, shoot for these equal highs up here. But we're gonna put a stop loss. Might as well shoot for the moon. If it gets through, I can manually close, but why stop me out if it's gonna keep going? I've had that before where I put a stop, my take profit a little too close, and it keeps shooting out. Why put my take profit that close? I can understand stop loss. Let's stop the bleeding. But a take profit, let's shoot up here. If it doesn't look like it's gonna go up there, let's just close it out. Now for our stop loss, what we'll do here is we'll just put a stop loss there. You know, just in case. Just in case price wants to get a little tricky on me. So that's just my pre-market setup there. So hopefully I'm looking for a move to the upside once the market opens. And then, you know, of course, we'll go to the downside. Now, if we shoot to the downside first, which I don't see, we've already swept our prior day low. Typically, if we hit that prior day low, what'll happen is, you know, we'll continue to the upside towards that prior day high. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, so we went well below that prior day low, and we bounced up, creating Asia low. And so now that's where we're looking at going. Now we're looking at here. This is where I was typically looking for price to sweep this area here, then go to the upside. So it was a nice bounce and rejection off that line there. So we'll see. And if it stops us out, I'll get us back in. But I'm thinking we'll get back in. We'll shoot to the upside. We're getting close to that 9:30 open. I kind of want to add. I should add us in. Try to get us in here a little bit more. It looks like we're going to shoot up there. Should I add? Should I add? Should I add? I'm going to add. Get us a little bit better. A little bit better position there. It looks like we're already getting up in there pretty good. And I'm going to drag that stop loss as fast as humanly possible. We break this high. We break this high here. I'm going to drag that stop loss right on up, protect the profits. So we had a slight jab to the top. Looks like we're going to the downside, so we may get stopped out here. Yeah. Yeah, so we made it really to the downside, so we may have just got in a little bit early. Yeah, so I was just a little bit early on that one. Let's get back. Let's see, we can continue up there. Let's continue up. We were up about $500 there. I didn't get my. I was gonna drag my stop loss. Didn't get it up in time. When you're trading like this in this pre-market type atmosphere, you gotta be quick on the draw. And this is just eval. This is my eval trading, 50K eval. I'm just shooting to pass this eval as quick as possible. This is typically how I would trade on a live account or even a funded account. But I will take an early jab on these evals. So I'm gonna drag this stop loss up, try to recoup some of this loss that we got this morning. Yeah. So I increased my size a little bit there, trying to pick up on some of this drawdown we got ourselves into earlier on that stop loss, on that stop out. Hopefully I'm looking for that manipulation to the upside. Uh, but it looks like, man, if I blow this account, it is what it is. I don't like to spend too much time in these evals. I like to get through them as quick as possible and get to the funded stage. Um, but yeah, so we may be done with this one. Yeah, so it is what it is. But I'll switch over to our. Now this is our account, our serious account here. So we're not going to be taking the trades like that. Let's see here. And we've got some nice manipulation to the downside there. Looks like it's going to sweep those lows there. Looks like we just took London, or well, we're approaching London. We did invert a 5-minute fair value gap. So we may be looking at some continuation to the downside here, because we do have a 1 hour fair value gap. So around here, there's a 1 hour fair value gap in this area here. So we clearly broke through that, and we're looking at an inversion of that fair value gap. So right now, we're in discount, so it's kind of hard for me to short from here. So looking at this price action, what I like to do, we do have some higher targets to the upside. Let me see if I can get mine. Let me see if I can get my trading view up in here so I could show you guys. I have it on my other screen.
If you have tried a prompt from Challenge and failed, or you've never had time to try it,
So we got right to those London lows, and we didn't tag them. We did sweep relative equal lows there, but it looks like we're going to get a continuation to the downside. We still have those weak lows to the downside there. We have London and Asia. I almost want to get into some shorts there. Okay, so that's just we're gonna sweep all these lows here. Which would have made for a great shot. I just thought we were gonna manipulate to the upside first before going for those lows. But looks like the market had other ideas, which is okay. So we'll sweep these lows. We're in discount, and then that made down the narrative to the upside makes sense. So we'll just go that route. So we have a huge weekly opening gap from the opening at 29,771 all the way back to 30,048. So we have a lot of upside target there. We have a 4-hour fair value gap that wasn't traded into. We have a 1 hour up there. So as I said before, a sweep of the prior day lows, a sweep of the overnight lows, London lows, Asia lows, and the fact that we're in discount shows that the market may want to rebalance, at least get halfway into this new week opening gap, and maybe we can aim for some targets there. So if I'm looking for a change in character or a change in state of delivery. You know, if we sweep these here, we get over top of these highs here, show some type of expansion to the so we'll look for an entry model to get in. So sorry about that. So in order to go to the upside, I'm looking for some type of inversion. I'd be looking for some sort of inversion. So let's look here. I'm going to switch over to NQ because we're on our 250,000 account. I go to the 5-minute. We have a fair value gap here. So that'd be a nice confirmation and inversion of that fair value gap. Yeah, so that would be a confirmation on the 1. We break this structure here, invert this fair value gap. So we have that 950 macro coming in shortly, which should bring us in some volume to the upside. So if we are going to the upside here, that's what I'd be looking for, an inversion of this 5-minute. Let's see, where are we? We are in discount across time frames in the 4-hour. We're in discount. Daily, we are in discount. So we are in discount in the 4-hour and the daily. We're at 29,555. So we tapped into that OTE area in the discount zone of the 4-hour. So I'm looking for just a little bit lower. I think we may sweep just a little bit lower before hitting into that upside. So we are consolidating after that push to the downside, which is a good sign here. So still dumping. As I said, looking maybe to push a little bit lower here. Maybe even to that. So we may even look to get at least into that 493 area. Even as far as okay. Yeah, I'd like to get, it is bearish. The reason why I'm not getting into short because we're already in discount in some of the higher time frames here. Although on the 15-minute, we are still in premium. So that being said, yeah, I just can't get I can't get the premium discounts to line up. I like to get them to line up with the higher time frames and the lower time frames So although in the 15-minute we are in premium, in the 5-minute we're in discount. In the 1-minute we're in discount. So that tells me we're looking for longs. So I'm going to stick with our original plan here. We've already pushed lower, and may push even just a little bit lower, but I want to break structure to the upside, invert that 5-minute fair value gap, and then look for some confirmation for longs. That's our safest bet here. So that's what we're looking for. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to micros, because micros allows me to partial, which I like having that option. So that's where we're going to start off with the micros, and it protects my account in this market. And as volatile as this market is, we're looking at bigger stop losses. And we can look at bigger gains as well, because these one candle can get you 50, 100 points easy. So So I'm just waiting for a 5-minute body above. Got about 40 seconds here. Alright, long here. Got a bad entry there. If we come back down, I will add. Add it in just to get a little bit better entry model. Entry. Yeah, this reaction to the downside. Looks like it wants to push higher to the upside. Let's see. I might just have to pull the plug on this one. I'm gonna pull the plug on that one. Maybe look for a little better entry. Yeah, we had to cut this trade early. It's really bullish. Really bearish, I'm sorry. Really bearish today. So we may see higher price action, higher prices towards the even. Usually, that's what we'll see here if we get in, dumps during the AM session. We'll see here, but if we get it back above in the 620s, I'd be interested in some longs there. So it got up around 620. I'm looking for a nice body there. Let's get up in there. Let's take it. I'm going to wait for a break of these highs here. I'm just not confident that we're going to stay. That higher low has me kind of worried there. We want to break this high, looking for a new higher high. Oh, it's like a lower high, higher low. So maybe we can catch a nice trend move to the downside. Would be nice. We did make a higher low here on the 1 minute. Got a V-shaped recovery here on the 5. We may be looking for higher prices here. We are in a 15-minute fair value gap. It's respecting consummate encroachment of that SIBI sell side inefficiency. It looks like we are getting some pressure to the upside here. But we are respecting that 15-minute fair value gap. A new 15-minute candle coming on now. Let's pushing up. If we can get above consummate encroachment, that 15-minute fair value gap around that 662, break this area here, come back, retest to the upside, that would be nice confirmation there. So I'm maybe looking for a break here. Break, retest, up higher. This is the 5-minute that we did invert. Look at that. Look at this candle here. That's got to be Trump. That's got to be Trump. Gee. They traded down into the 1 hour order block. But that was it. That was definitely some news or something. But this price action is just insane. Yeah. What are we supposed to do with that? What are we supposed to do with that one? So I may be looking for a continuation to the downside. So I may try to scalp my way back in here. Let's see here. Not much to say here with this price action. But yeah. So if we look for maybe just a pop higher, then we'll shoot for these lows. But if we get a break above, and then some type of expansion confirmation for higher prices. But right now, this big news candle here, it just came out of nowhere. We were looking for longs, so this came in. But usually when we see something like that, if there's not an immediate continuation, you'll see an immediate recovery. We got sort of a recovery and then a consolidation. So that tells me the market's trying to decide which way to go. So we shall see. So if we get a break above here, I'm willing to try this long. There we go. Got there. So let's see. We got a break above there. Got a new 5-minute candle there. So I think I'm gonna Let me get in long here. Let's see if we can get some follow through up here to the upside. Looks like we're starting to disrespect that 15-minute fair value gap, getting above consummate encroachment. We got about a minute 20 left on that 15-minute candle. We can get that to close above consummate encroachment, which is about that 660 area. So I want to get a body close on the 15-minute above 660. So that's, there we go. A little bit of volume to the upside there. So we got some good price, some good volume there. I want to hold this trade and as much as possible, squeeze as much as I can out of this. We kind of took an L on that first trade. There we go. Nice push. So I'm going to bring my stop loss up here. I like that push. So we covered about half. We recovered about half on that trade there. So I will look for a re-entry here. A fair value gap, 1 minute fair value gap. Let's see if we can retest that area there and see what we got. We would have an inversion here on the fair value gap. on that 1 minute. We did invert there on that 1 minute. Yeah, got a severe throat cut on that Trump news. We're trying to get back. We got about half of that back already. I'm gonna see if I can catch some of this momentum to the upside. I don't like staying in this market that long when I'm in these trades, so I want to try to maybe increase my size a little bit here and get out as quickly as possible. So if we get back up here, so we inverted that 15-minute fair value gap. I'm looking to get in here, get back above here. It looks like we're trying to retest that 15-minute fair value gap that we just inverted. Trying to catch the momentum to the upside of this 15-minute fair value gap inversion. Wow. So we are retesting that 15-minute fair value gap, still respecting consummate encroachment. Um, didn't quite want to see it go down that deep, but you know, at this price action, you can't really go with the expected. The unexpected is the expected, so that's the way it rolls. That's the way it rolls. Jeez Louise. I have to cut this. Wow. Man. So let's see if we can get some potential follow through to the upside here. Ideally, I want to break these highs. Let's get up here and protect some of this. Got a little bit off of that. We are hitting that 1050 macro coming up soon. This looks like a bounce area here. I like to catch a momentum to the upside here. It looks like we may want to go farther down. I'm gonna hold down right here. See, it's a little bit too much hesitation there. It could just pop to the upside. I like an inversion here. Got about 20 seconds. Oh my God. Let's get it back going to the downside here. Got a nice pullback into the 660, looking about the 660 area. Maybe get a rejection there. Hit this order block. This is not what I like to see. Here we go with that 1050 macro. Let's see if we can't get some momentum to the downside after this pullback. Uh, that's not what I wanted at all. Well, I think I'm going to end it here. Looks like this is going to be another one of those at the walk away day. But yeah, sometimes that's just how it goes. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again for watching. This is just another step along the journey. So we will recap today. I'll give you an update tomorrow morning when I log on. But I think that'll be all for now. If you're watching this, just give me a quick like. I'd be super grateful. And I'll